Hey everybody, this is Sue Craig, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Cleveland, Ohio, and today I have another card for you. This is called an accordion card. And when I saw this, it was on Jeannie Stark's blog, and she does a Mystery Monday. So I followed her directions to make this card my own. Let me show you how this looks. It's made with designer paper. You see both sides. It opens up. Again, I have some lovely paper to show you. This is a thank you card. Let me show you the different things that I have that we're going to be using. Once again, we're going to be using Fabulous Sayings. I really like this set and the different fonts that they have. And we're going to be using the thank you and then so much down here. I like that there's two different fonts, one for the outside, one for the inside. The gorgeous paper that we are using is called Delicate Dreams. This is a 12 by 12 paper pack, and it's in the online exclusives. One thing that's really cool about this paper is that it has a brand new color in it, hydrangea, and it's coming out this year as one of the in colors, and that's what this color is right here that you see. They've used it throughout this paper, and they have put a copper or bronze metallic look to it. And again, these have a metallic side and then a plain side. I really like the different things they've put together. Here's that hydrangea. Excuse me. Another one that's all metallic. This can be colored. I've seen this paper right here now with people making the Easter crosses. I made one last night, and it looks pretty nice with this paper. This is an easel card. So you don't have to have just a wood grain to make that. And on the back is the pretty copper paper, bronze, whatever they call it. All right, let's get started. Let me show you what we're going to need. We'll put this up here so you can see it. All right. On the inside of my card, just so that it would add a little bit to it, I have a narrow strip, and that is 1/4 of an inch by 4 3/4. This is totally optional, but I liked how it kind of added to the white. I used different dies, and I cut out the tag. This was from a piece of paper that was 1 3/4 by 2 1/2. Now, obviously, for your card, you may use, you're going to use something different for your tag here and your sentiment. So, whatever size you need for the punch or die you're using. All right, so that's what we're going to use there. The copper that I had is 2 inches by 3 inches. They sit nicely together, I think. We're going to use some of the balmy blue gingham ribbon. For the inside of the card, there's 3 different layers here. Well, 2 different layers, sorry. The white layer is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. This is Smoky Slate. This is 2 3/8 by 4 7/8. And this goes on top of this, and then your little paper will go on top of that. If you notice on my card, the designer paper is attached to just one panel of our typical card base. So that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's smoky slate as well. And I used smoky slate because I liked the way it looked. That's not smoky slate. Yes, it is. It could be gray granite. Oh my goodness. Anyway, whatever color you like, it's going to go there. Because it's going to depend on your designer paper as well. All right, the star of the show is going to be your designer paper. And this designer paper is 5 1/4 inches wide by 11 3/4 long. So you're just going to take a quarter inch off the end. And you're going to score this in 3 places. 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4. And what that's going to give you is on this side, or on this end, it's going to give you a large area. Fold it back and forth so it's easier for you to see. You have a large area here, and then you have this piece in the middle, and your other score mark was here. So you can see you have a narrow and a wide. So here's what I told people in my class to do. Start at the end where you have the shorter or the narrower piece. Fold that down. And now we're going to fan fold. The next one will go backwards. And the next one will go forward. So if you have it correct, just like my sample, you have the front one is different than the two here. I told people in my class to fold it that way to see if they liked it. If they didn't, take it apart, flip it over, and fold it the opposite way. So if I do that, then I have the darker color here, and I'm going to fold it back and fold it back. So I have fan folded it again. All right. I think I like that way better. I really like the blue. And I tell you why I like it, because I love the way that this tag picks up the copper that's in this. And it looks really nice with the blue. So once you have your paper folded the way you like, you're going to turn it over and you're going to add it to, you're going to add adhesive to it, and then add it to your card base. Sometimes I turn my cardstock over and rub the back. This is a quick and easy card. So let's go ahead and do our stamping. I'm going to be using shaded spruce. No, let's see. Shaded spruce or mossy meadow? I think I'm going to use mossy meadow. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Mossy meadow. So I'm going to take the 2 white pieces that I have. This is for the front and this is for the inside. So we're going to stamp the thank you on the front. And it really doesn't matter where you put the thank you. On my sample I put it closer to the bottom, but I think I like having it more to the middle. Now the inside is the words so much, and then my greenery. And what I'm going to do is put my greenery on first. Then I won't run out of room for it, and it'll give me a better way to line up my sentiment for the inside. All right, I'm going to take my strip here and add adhesive. Using this silicone mat is wonderful because this strip is so narrow, and my adhesive is a little bit wider than that, so it's nice that it goes on the mat and not like my table or my card base here. All right, so now I'm going to just turn this over and add some adhesive. I'll layer it with this. You certainly, if you wanted to, could make your borders larger. I made mine 1/8 of an inch all the way around, but if you don't like that look, make it a little larger, make it 1/4 inches. All right, when you put this piece in, you want to make sure that it is closer to the fold than over here, because when you close this, you don't want to see this sticking out. All right, so let's put some adhesive on this. And then we're going to open this like it was a regular card and set this in. I'm not putting it on the fold, I'm just putting it a little bit to the right of the fold. And you can see that you're not going to be able to see it when this is closed. I'm going to add adhesive to my tag. You certainly could put holes in this if you wanted and put your ribbon through it. But I chose to do it this way. And I'm going to attach my bow with a glue dot. And I just put the bow itself right on top of the glue dot. Pull it off. And then put this on it. I find for this kind of thing it's easier if I hold it up like this so that I can better judge where it's going. And when I made these bows for class, I made them a little bit longer so people could decide how long they wanted them and how they wanted to cut the ends. All right, what I did here on the front was I added it flat. You could put dimensionals on it if you wanted. One thing you want to do is you want to put your adhesive on this piece here. That way you're not going to accidentally glue this shut, this panel here. So you can just put a couple small strips there of adhesive and then put this on. You can put it straight, you can turn it, whatever you want to do. This one I put it straight, and so this one I turned it a little bit. So there you have it, a quick, easy accordion fold. Now this one doesn't stand as well as the other ones do, but it will stand. And it looks kind of cool too. Well, that's our card for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you give it a try. And thanks for watching.